Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the AVS Show. Yes, welcome. We love you for tuning in. Before we dig into today's topic, make sure to subscribe to our wonderful channel and also go on Instagram and follow us at the AVS Show. All right, so let's dig into today's topic, y'all. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
We are. And my beautiful Glitterati is going to take this one for us. So let's go.
So, racist America strikes again.
Oh.
The new Nike ad with Colin Kaepernick, it's got them in a tailspin. They're in a frenzy. They're burning Nikes. They're cutting up socks. I wouldn't buy shoes to burn them. That's just me. But that's just my thing. But in this day and age that America is getting mad because of an ad. Let me read the ad to you guys. Believe in something even if it means sacrificing everything.
Yeah.
Which is not a wording that should even entice racism.
Bother anybody.
It's just you actually believing in yourself. You know, like, you know, in those senses. So, and Nike has always been known to have controversial ads and to push the umbrella. So why now? Because Colin is a martyr for us. Colin has really gotten the test of time because in 2016, he took a knee when everybody else was standing up for the national anthem because he said he's not going to stand up for a country who's not standing up for black people.
Okay, so that's where it's stemming from.
That's where it's stemming
So that's where
from.
the hate is stemming from.
Even Trump went on his Twitter rant, going in on Nike and the ad, and Nike stock has actually dropped a little bit because of the backlash. Yes. Because of the backlash.
Not from what I read.
Yeah.
It dropped and then it went back up.
Yes, when the
When
whole
it very dropped in
video
the first time,
came out,
it went down and then it went back up.
It skyrocketed to
Yeah.
about 31%.
31%.
After the ad came out. But when the ad first came
After
out,
it went down, then it came back up.
But that's how stocks go. They're up and down. So I really want to talk about this because why in this day and age we are supposed to be free, supposedly. The land of the free, the land of the brave, the land that doesn't belong to white people. So why now are we still getting mad because of an ad? And actually, the money that Colin is making is much more than what he would have making in the NFL. So he is paid for. He did an 8-year contract, paid for shoes, clothing, everything. So you know what? He came up on top with everything that happened to him. So what do you guys think?
Well, I think everybody needs to just calm down, just take a breather because I feel like there's a misunderstanding right here. What Colin was trying to do from the very beginning by taking the knee was to stand against police brutalities. Okay, so if we understand that, I think everybody will be fine. But I think our presidents, including a lot of people, including the president, is trying to narrate the story. And what they are saying is he is disrespecting the flag and our veterans. And that's not the case.
That's not the case.
At all.
What he's actually doing is standing up for something. And if America is known for anything, it's standing up for something. Stand up for anything that you believe in. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Absolutely.
So for those hating, for those burning up their Nike gears, their Nike socks, instead of donating that, by the way, to charity and to some of our veterans, they're actually burning it. So I don't understand their message. It's like your message is a little screwed up if you ask me. So what they're doing is hating on another black, successful man, trying to bring him down. And he's still standing. I'm standing with him. I don't know about you, but I'm standing with him. So
I'm kneeling with him. Actually.
Oh yeah. That should be the.
I'm kneeling with him.
Thing. What do you think about the ad? Did you see the ad?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I'm going to take it back to the beginning, how this whole thing came about. See, now, Colin Kaepernick took a knee against the injustice that was going on against black men, the killing of black men, police brutality, and he even donated money to charities that had to do with black, the black community. Now, in that same regard, he got fired. He became a free agent. He lost money for a long time. He joined in the Black Lives Matter movement and all that good stuff. Now, for someone who has been actively participating in the uproar, this whole debacle that has to do with Black Lives Matter, you think that people would actually see what he's about? But they really don't. I mean, if you think about the people that are burning their shoes, for instance, I saw a video of a man that burnt his shoes, his Nike shoes. He burnt his feet.
His feet as well.
With the shoes. Obviously, you can tell that this person is, he's on a completely different plane. Someone he was trying to burn his shoes. He burnt a house down. So that kind of like tells you the mindset of these people, where they're coming from. They can see it. It's happening to black people now. eventually happened to white people. Racism in full color. A white man at the airport was getting taken down by airport security. And he started screaming, "I'm not a black person. I'm not a black person." So you telling me that because I'm black, they can do that to me? Why are you treating me like an animal? These were his exact words. It's going to happen to you. Maybe then when it goes around and starts to happen to everybody, then you would see that it goes beyond color. At this point, with Trump on the seat, it's starting to go beyond color. It's starting now. It's becoming. It's not white and black anymore. Now it's gray. Everybody's getting included in this hustle.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. The funny thing is that it's not really funny, but the exciting thing is that when I think of Colin, I think of the Muhammad Ali. Please don't get mad at me for rating him on that level. But with the way he's going, we see him as someone who's going to die for what he believes in. And we don't have those kind of men. We don't have much of those kind of people left in this world. What we have is people who are scared and they stay on the job. They rather have a job because they need to feed than have a purpose. So somebody like this that has a purpose, the only thing America wants to do is to bring him down. But his voice right now is too big that it can't bring him down. I don't like all the funny commercials that have been coming out from this. People take things for granted.
You mean the meme?
The memes, the funny stuff. I saw one that it said, no matter how big your butt is, sit on him. If he dies, he dies. Just do it. Those things are not funny to me. I'm not funny. Okay.
Y'all laughing.
It's funny.
So it's funny. We go kill you in Yash.
He said no matter how big it is, just sit on him. If he dies, he dies. Just do it. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's how black Twitter deals with things. They always trying to make memes about it.
Exactly.
But do you guys feel like, as black people, we are really in support of him? But I feel like we could do more though.
We are.
Because when these people on the left are attacking him and attacking the Nike and
The funny thing is that Colin is half white.
he was raised by a white mother.
But he has like,
Yeah, but he
adapted
chooses his
though.
black side.
Yes.
But he
No, but I'm
chooses his
saying,
black side.
I feel like we can do more in support. People are burning their Nike in support of that, right? What are we doing?
They're
Are
buying
we
more
Wait,
stocks.
wait,
That's the
the
reason why
stocks-
Nike
the
went
stocks
up.
are
Stocks
going
went
up.
up because
The stocks
all
are-
black people
I
started
actually
buying
ordered
Nike.
a new
Hold on,
Nike.
I couldn't hear nothing.
No, I just wanted to put out there that I ordered a new Nike shoe, and that's why I've been on my phone checking if it's delivered.
And you think that would be just good enough?
I mean,
Because money moves things. Money, commerce, economics moves things,
But where's the
changes
money
things.
going
most
to?
importantly, black money moves things.
Yeah.
Case in point,
True.
the Black Panther. Black money has power. And that's one thing that all these big commercials are trying to realize. That's the reason why they're tapping into it now. They realize that black coins makes that noise, man. And
Because
so
of the controversy.
because of
We're the
that,
biggest spenders.
yeah. Now that we have him affiliated to Nike and this backlash is coming from it, you see that the stocks it dropped and then it picked back up and now it's like all the way up there.
going, yeah.
Because we're now saying that okay, so he's standing for us and you have a problem with that, watch and see. And Nike is just the only one making money out of this because they just like sitting
That's
back
what
and
I'm
like, you
saying.
know
Who's
what,
the money
keep
going
buying
in?
the
Who's the money
merchandise
going in?
and the money will just keep going into their pockets.
Let me read what the Nike's
Yes.
CEO said. He said, "We believe in Colin as one of the most inspirational athletes of our generation, who has leveraged the power of sports to help move the world forward." Gino Finozzi said that from Nike's vice president on ESPN because they asked him how he felt about it. So Nike has always stood by athletes, and you know what? It's a cash and carry. It's all about money.
And to show that,
it's money.
to show that Nike really supports this cause, they're not just doing it for money. They actually made sure that this ad is going to fly on the whole season. You know, the season is about to start, and that's a big risk
NFL.
that Nike is taking the whole NFL season. So imagine a non-player, his ad is flying on the season all through the season. If you don't want to watch the TV, switch it off. Then you can't watch the game.
But I
And
do
it's
have a
not only
question,
Colin
though.
in the ads either. It's
Oh, Serena.
Right.
It's it's
A lot of athletes,
a lot
yeah.
of athletes are on it. So a lot of them are also talking about some of their things that have held them down, but they're able. So it's really across the board. People that are kind of like in that sense not blacklisted, but people that are the more controversial. Because Serena, they've always attacked her
Yes.
about her looks, about her physique, but she's a beautiful
Drugs.
woman, a beautiful black woman. Because they're intimidated by beautiful black strong women.
Yeah, they actually banned
yeah.
her from wearing black. Whole black
The-
to
the
play.
bodysuit.
They said it's very whatever the
So what do you
case
guys
is.
think about this? Because a lot of people don't have an issue with him protesting against police brutality, because it does make sense, to end that, violence against black people. People are saying that why choose the NFL? Why choose football? Because that's an American game that brings everybody together. Why choose that particular place to protest? So that's what people are, kind of like questioning
because
him.
the
If you want to
platform.
pass a message across to a magnitude of people, are you going to go to your room and talk in your room, or you're going to go to where the people
he has
are?
Twitter, he has
And
social media, he has Facebook.
Okay, but
you can
NFL,
use his
like-
platform.
Using your words, NFL is something that everybody's involved in.
Exactly.
If I want to pass a message, of course, I will do it where I have the most views
The most rating,
on
the
deck.
most attention.
I'm going to do it there. And that's what he did the right thing. And the moment he did, what happened? It was a whole uproar. You had kids in their games, kneeling, taking the knee, because now they're starting to understand what exactly he
But
was
not
doing
everybody's
that
taking
for.
the knee, though. Some
Not-
people are
not-
still standing.
Yeah,
Because
but-
they feel like when you stand, you are honoring your country, you are honoring the flag,
But
you are
the thing
honoring.
is, it's not really the country. He's not taking the knee against the country per se, like trying to disrespect the country. He's taking the knee against what's happening in the country. You understand what I'm saying? He's taking the knee because of all the bad things that's happened, the injustice, the brutality, all the negative things that's happened to minorities, the blacks,
People
the
of color.
Hispanics. I mean, he's taking the knee for that. So if you look at it, it's not. I'm insulting the flag. I'm not insulting the flag, because if I was, I'll burn the passport, I'll burn the flag. But I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you, I'm taking the knee because I want you to understand that I've been through a lot and I don't want to go through it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
the
get
ones
that
coming
too.
up after me to have to go through this. I don't want the kids to go to school scared. I don't want teachers in the school to have guns because they're scared of something happening, somebody coming in there and shooting up the whole place. These are the things that he's taking a knee for.
I was going to say, historically, when you talk about community mobilization, that's how you get people moving. That's what he's doing, community mobilizing, by taking that knee. The way that Barack Obama became president was by people that were on the ground, giving him $5. With that, he raised the most money for his campaign. With what Colin do is mobilizing community. And sometimes you have to go grassroots with getting the message across. Because just saying it sometimes doesn't think. But making a stand and taking a stand, sometimes, like he said, it sacrifices a big thing, but it literally has moved the movement forward. And it's continued the momentum, because it just can't be us doing it. Everybody that's black needs to be making change, and that's what he did.
Okay, coming from history, Muhammad Ali did great things like this, dangerous things like this,
Yes.
and the black people became free. Obama raised the movement, and the black man became the president. Now we have Colin. Do you guys think that 5-10 years from now, there's going to be a change?
A change in racism?
Yes.
It's you know why? Because racism is economics. It's joined to economics. Unless money's not involved in it, then they wouldn't care. Because literally, I just saw something. We literally built all these countries. Barclays Bank was built on slaves. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
So all of these different things, a lot of is money. If money wasn't involved, slavery, internalized racism will stop. But when economics is tied to it, it's not going to change until we, as the young generation, start to show them that, you know what, no matter what,
enough is enough.
enough is enough.
We're not going to walk for you.
I don't
We're
think
not gonna
it's
do
gonna.
this for you.
I don't think this is gonna end racism in America. It's really not. This country was
That's the
basically
bitter
built
truth.
on racism, and we have the president of America tweeting and saying, "Oh, what was Nike thinking?"
Wow.
So it kind of even makes me feel as to what side he's on, and he's not on.
You know, Charlie, you already know what side he's on. I mean, it's Trump. He's been all about, I'm going to say it. He's been all about racism. He says racist things, and then he acts like he did not say it. He'll say it and then
He
forget.
says racial things. What was? Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to make excuses
When
for
he
him.
says-
Go ahead.
What is Trump about? Trump is about money.
Yes.
It always boils back to that. About the top billionaires are all white. Our top 10 black billionaires are not even touching the top 10 white billionaires.
Yep.
So it's money.
And honestly, I'm glad that he won the first part of his because he took the NFL to court. He won the first part. Now they're gonna move on to the next. So
the
that
next.
shows me, gives me at least a hope that something is gonna change.
Absolutely.
But do you guys think he should go back into NFL and play for these people that don't support him and his movement?
I mean, but it's a sport. This man worked years to get there. When you have worked years
But why
in your
can't we
craft,
create our own thing? Why can
it's a possibility, but the thing about it is NFL is already an institution. It's accredited. You know, we all like feedback. We all like that accreditation. So he has that. NFL has that. It has that. And if he I think he should have the chance to play if he wants to.
Absolutely.
What did he train for?
What Charlie's trying to say is the same thing that has to do with the revolution, because we are complaining a lot, but if we all come together and support our own thing are we not going to be able to have a voice too? Because 80% of the NFL players are black.
Yeah. It's
All
our
of them.
people.
So the white people are just the bosses making the money off these players.
That's
And
what I'm
there's no
saying.
black-
if
there's no
one black man
black-owned
is
team.
down, why are other black men still playing?
There's no black-owned NFL team.
Why did Harriet Tubman save only 1,000 slaves, not 1,000 more? Because we are already conditioned to thinking that we are comfortable where we're at. Yes,
And
sir,
that's the
yes, sir.
problem.
That's what Jay-Z said
Also
when he was talking
understand that
about
not
Colin.
everybody-
He said people mistake the aspect of wanting a job and having a purpose in life. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So everybody is afraid. They want to keep that job.
Oh my goodness.
Colin Kaepernick was not afraid, so he's following his purpose.
Yeah.
You understand? So being conditioned, you can still break out of that condition if you want to. It's a personal choice.
And especially he had it already, because if I'm new coming into NFL, right, with no money and no contract, I'm not going to take chances and nail, because I know the consequences of that.
Yeah.
And that is their goal, is to put fear in us.
That's
Yeah.
right. I was
That's
going to
the
say.
thing.
A lot of them are
I
scared
think-
to come forward to do. This is a bold step. What he did is something that's a career killer. Like, you're done.
You're done.
But he took that chance because he knew. Now, for the young kids coming in, the young blokes, the ones that are not even as good as he is, or the ones that are even better than he is, nobody wants to take risks. Nobody wants to take
wanna
that
play
chance.
safe.
To what end? What's the? I mean, he's still at it. He's still. I mean, it's lucky that Nike picked him up.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
what if Nike did not? You're
Nope.
still gonna be a free agent. You're still gonna be there trying to get a game, trying to go on the courts, fight in NFL, still with no job. But a lot of them don't want to find themselves in that position where they have to worry about, oh, so what's going to happen to me now? Am I done? And then you have our black community telling you, you're stupid, right? You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Why? What are you? I didn't ask you to fight for me.
Right,
You know?
that's the thing, because their goal is to make the quarterbacks. Most of the kids, the young kids that you're
Right.
even trying to build this future for.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, 5-10 years from now, is this gonna change?
It's not going to change in our lifetime.
So let's go back to the question then. What do you guys think the reason is for white America losing it because of this ad? Why? Like, let's.
Because racism is still around. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a sad truth. The same reason why I'm not going to move up in a certain company compared to somebody who is of a lighter skin tone or a man. So there's those isms. Like, let's really be real about it. It still lives today, and it's internalized. And like you've seen ads where two babies, a black baby and a white baby, are together, and they love each other. They're playing, they're having fun. But circa 10 years later, they might not be playing together. They might not, because it's what you learn. It's learned behavior.
Right.
This is learned. You're not born racist.
Right.
You're taught to be a racist. And
Right.
a lot of people that are mad have been taught to be racist. It's okay for them to win the NFL or win our Super Bowl cup, but it's not okay for them to come against us. So it's okay. You could do this, but it's not okay to do that. So it's like, you stay in your lane. They want you to stay in your lane. And when you divert out of your lane, then it
It's a
troubles them.
problem.
It
Right.
ruffles them, because clearly they're scared. If we ever really, as black community, African communities, got together, and the
Oh, it's
Latinos
over. It's
and the
over.
Asians really
It's
got
over.
together,
Yeah.
it's a rizap.
Even on the world population, like prediction, 50 to 100 years from now,
Yeah.
if we continue procreation the way it's going with the mixed race, the whites will go so down, and they'll be the minorities.
Okay.
So they're really
Absolutely.
scared.
So would you guys ever risk everything to gain something, like the way he's doing?
I can tell
Would
this
you
is
do
much-
that?
I am
in your
not that
situation?
bold.
You're not that
I'm
bold
not that
to do
bold.
that?
He took this is not a lip. This is a whole fly of fate. I'm not that bold. But I will tell you something though. I can't remember where I read this. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
It comes to a point where you start to see why all of this is necessary. Not even our generation. It goes back to our kids. Their kids. They're all going to be affected by whatever decisions we make now. So, in as much as I'm not that bold, doesn't mean that I still don't want to speak up for what is right and
Yeah.
what is wrong. I'm not saying that every white that you meet is racist. I have a couple of white friends that are amazing people, but then the ones that are not, that their mind is not up there, it takes us to actually get them to start thinking differently.
Yes.
Like you said, it's a conditioning. It's how they're raised. Kids are not born racist. But then you learn your environment, your nurturing makes you that way. So it takes us to actually make them feel you know what? It's nothing wrong with you. When I cut you open, you bleed red just like I do.
Exactly.
If I have a problem, your liver would work in, your kidney will work in me, your heart will work in me, and mine in you. So why do we need to hate each other and think like, you know what, you're beneath me, you're under me, you're not up to par to even be in my space.
All right, Miss Spitfire.
Have you ever had a thought of like, have you ever had a wish that you were white? Have you ever wished you were white?
Never, honey.
What about you, Charlie?
Never.
No, I like my skin. Thank you
Have
very
you
much.
seen me?
I like my
You see,
blackness
like-
from everything to the naps and all of it.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments on this
Please let us
topic.
know.
Okay, until next time, thank you so much.
You're
And until next
welcome.
time you're watching the ABS show, this is Mina TV. Bye.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.